It's your guy who is never lying. Sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me on your way in. Please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man. We are still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Listen, man, let's get it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the motion going. Let's mess with the algorithm and all those good things. You do your part on your end, and I damn sure gonna keep going hard and do my part on mine. Listen, as the off season, continues to unfold, there are still some key things, man, that we need to discuss. And one of those things is free agents, man. What free agents are worth keeping on this roster? And who should we give the boot? Point blank period. Who should we move on from? Um, Listen, when you are the New York Giants and you're in a position that we are in, I think we all can agree that there are not many players that we just feel like we should hold oh so tight on. But my big question to each and every one of you and how my thinking process goes is all of these players are a part of the problem, but can they be a part of the solution? Let's go down this list, man. Here is the list of the notable free agents. The list is a lot longer than this, but I think these are the free agents that are worth the discussion. I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time, to be honest with you. But yeah, I want to go name by name. I don't want to drag it out. I want to keep it short and sweet and just chop it up with y'all, man. Please let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with, and we go from there. Let's start with Mr. Giant himself, man. Big play Slay, Darius Slayton. Darius Slayton, y'all know how I feel about him. Y'all know I'm rocking with Darius Slayton. To me, he is the one of the prime examples of what a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 embodies, what he looks like. Let's keep it real. He's come up in some big moments for the New York Giants. He has been somebody who this offense has hopped on his back, and Darius Slayton has led them in key moments and times. My biggest knock on Darius Slayton is what it's always been: consistency. Consistency. He has the case of the drops here and there, and that shit kills me. But we could say that damn near about all the receivers on this roster. But Darius Slayton, I still feel like he could be a part of the solution. And I want to see us start reaping the benefit of these receivers, man. I want to see them, you know, tap into that next level, man. And I believe that we still have that with Darius Slayton. I still think he has some play left. So yes, I'm willing to keep Darius Slayton. Drew Lock, look, man, I wasn't a big fan of Drew Lock when we signed him. I'm not a big fan of Drew Lock now. I don't think he's worth the penny, man. My honest opinion. He is somebody that is the top of that backup quarterback list. I will give him that, but not worth it to me, man. Not worth it to me. I'm just not sold on Drew Lock, so I'm gonna pop the balloon on Drew Lock. We could let Drew Lock go. Move down to Isaiah Simmons. Isaiah Simmons has been a disappointment, but not just because of its Isaiah Simmons in particular, but just because Coach Shane just doesn't seem like he knows what to do with Isaiah Simmons. There's been points of the season where we forgot that he was even on the roster, man. To be quiet, to be real with you. If Joe Shane, I mean not, excuse me, if Coach Shane Bowen doesn't know what to do with Isaiah Simmons, then there's no point in keeping him. And it's a disappointment because he hasn't been what was led for us to believe he would be. I think he still has a lot of tangibles that could be an element to this defense, man. Send him. Send him. Have him go hunt. Have him be that spy guy. Have him go after quarterbacks. I know he can make plays in that manner, in that way. But again, I just don't think it fits the scheme of Shane Bowen. And so I just don't see why we hold him back and why we continue to, you know, hold on to him if we're not going to utilize him right. So it's it's pretty much a go for me, man. It's pretty much a go for me. Let's get the guys that we need in order for us to best perform defensively, man. No extra fat, no playing around. Move down to Jamie Gillian. I think we all can agree that we got to keep Jamie, man. We got to keep Jamie. Matter of fact, let's do a 2 for 1. I'm gonna go skip down to the last name on the list, Casey Kreider. They coincide, man. They with each other. I think we keep both of them. The punting game has not been an issue. Um, to be honest with you, Jamie got a leg, man. We know that. We know that, man. Jamie know how to boot that money. So I I think it's a no brainer for me. Let's keep Jamie. Let's keep Casey. Next in line we have Greg Van Roten. Look, man, Greg has been playing good for a lot of this season. I'm keeping Greg. I'm keeping Greg. I don't know about y'all. I'm definitely keeping him. I still would love to see depth pieces in this offensive line continue to build and get stronger. But I think Greg could be a part of that. Again, to answer my question, he could be a part of the solution. He definitely could be a part of the solution, man. So let's keep him. Dory Jackson, this is going to be the one that I know that a lot of people are not going to agree with me on. I understand that, but just hear me out. I want y'all to hear my train of thought when it comes to this thing. Dory Jackson, I want to keep. Dory Jackson is somebody who I think is going to be a good and solid death piece. I think the problem is we don't have our CB1. So what happens is we have players out of position. Deontay Banks, Cordell Flott, and the list goes on. We have a bunch of CB2s, threes, and fours. If we get our CB1, if we get our guy that can take care of these big name guys, then it eliminates a lot of the issues that we have when it comes to this cornerback room. As far as the depth piece, I am taking Adoree Jackson. I am taking Adoree Jackson at CB2 or 3. For sure, for sure. He's just not somebody who we need to at all put in that CB1 position. So with that, I'm keeping him. Let's move over to Azeez Ojulari, man. We already know what Azeez is at this point. He's a dog, man. He can tap into that elite level at times of his play. His motor is there. He knows how to get after the quarterback. We know that. But the big just question mark is what is the price point? Look, man. I'm not trying to get rid of an arm and a leg just to keep Azeez, to be honest with you. I mean, the injury history, the injury factor is still a question mark, still is worth the conversation. But at the end of the day, I do understand that Azeez is a problem. He is. So if it's not an astronomical number, yes, we keep Azeez, of course. But if it's something that is just not going to benefit us to the best of our ability, we got to move on, man. We got to move on. Amir Smith Marset. Listen, this is a definite keep, especially just as a New York Giant fan. We know that a punter, a punt returner, is hard to come by. It's hard to come by, at least for us. We haven't seen too many good punt returners and kick returners of that nature. I think Marset, man, he has shown us a lot of promise this year. He even returned one later in the year. He's someone who has a lot of burst, a lot of elusiveness. He knows what to do with the rock. Hasn't muffed the ball, I think, too many times, which is a great thing for us. So yeah, I definitely want to see more of a mid, and it's a definitely key. Let's move down to my guy Jay Penny, man. Jason Pinnock. This is a keep for me as well, man. I definitely want to see Jason Pinnock come back. Um, we just need everybody to gel together, man. The secondary is going to look bad as a whole if it's not everybody's not together. It's like tug of war. If everybody's not pulling together, yeah, you may have somebody who has the super mighty and Goliath strength, but if y'all we're not working as a team, if that secondary isn't working as one, if they're not uniting together, then even that guy who is strong, even that guy who has all the muscle, is still not going to be to the best of his ability, and that's Jay Penny. So that's just that on that. He could be a part of the solution for sure. And look, let's not forget, not this past season, but the year before that, Jay Penny could have very well have been a Pro Bowler. So let's not forget about that, man. Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito, I'm ready to just move on from. At this point in time, man, this has just been this has been carried a little too far for me. I think it's just become comical at this point when it comes to Tommy DeVito. He's been more of a character than anything. More just with this fan base, man, has been buying into. Every time he checks it in the game, everybody gets this fake ass excitement and hype because they just believe in the whole mantra of the Italian theme and things like that. I'm done with the games. I'm done with the games, man, respectfully. And I just think on both ends. I think Tommy is best fitted somewhere else where he could basically find more success. And I think there's no reason for us to hold on to Tommy DeVito either, man. So let's move on. Deontay Johnson. I know this is a day where a lot of people are a fan of Deontay Johnson. I've seen him on skates a little too many times for me. I'm not crying if he goes, man. Let's let him go. But again, this is not the shit on Deontay Johnson because I do think he is solid. I'm just not there. I can't put him on a keep list. I'm just not there with him. But again, I do know there's some guys that really favor this dude and wants to see him keep rocking. I just don't feel the same way. So, yeah, there we go. I hope that was nice, short, and sweet. Just a quick rundown on those names of free agents who I would like to see go, who I would like to for them to stay, man, to just add on to hopefully to what we could build, man, to get over this nasty ass, big ass, ugly ass hump. But that is that on that, man. Again, please make sure that you like. Please make sure that you comment. Please make sure that you subscribe. And I want to know, man, I want to know your opinions on things, and we can chop it up in the comment section on who you believe, who you disagree with, who you agree with, who you believe should go, stay, and all of these different things, man. So until next time, thank y'all for rocking with me. Peace.
A rock don't move from a pebble. We don't cruise with the devil. We don't lose, we don't settle. Hard as heavy metal, but as smooth as the trouble that take you to that level that we ball on. We stand tall on, but never fall on. You can call on, get up off the floor, strengthen up your core. The mind is never poor. We shine like the sun of prime. Call it Shador.